It's happening, guys. It is DanALad1989 coming back at you with another Division video. I have a build video for you to check out. I have already covered this build, which I will leave a link to at the end of the video, just to show you a little bit more in depth. This is more of a shorter build video, just to show new players and remaining players that this build needs some serious love, because if you are not using this build, you need to check it out. So, less of my talking, let's get straight into the build. Kicking us off then, guys, with the Specialization. Now, I use the Demolitionist, the grenade launcher. I use this build in a lot of raids, so I need the special ammo from the Demolitionist, and that's why I use that. But go ahead and use any Specialization that you are comfortable with. Now, the weapons. I use the Carbine 7. Now, the Carbine 7, in my opinion, is one of the best well-rounded ARs that you can use. If you don't have a Carbine 7, have a look for one, give it a go, and let me know your feedback. Second, I use the Baker's Dozen just for a little bit of range. So when obviously enemies are a little bit further away, you can land them headshots with the Baker's Dozen, and obviously with the talent, you're not going to lose any bullets until you actually hit your target. Now, moving on to the gear, guys. I have a Gillagard piece, I have 3 Providence defense pieces, I also have a Grupo Sombra, and I have a Fenris. Now let me explain why I have these pieces. So, 3 pieces of Providence defense, which gives you headshot damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage. As you can see, I have the gift backpack, which is the named backpack for the Providence defense. Mostly, you find it in the Dark Zone. It is a Dark Zone exclusive, but I got mine out of a named cache. So do look for your named caches. You may find one. The perfect vigilance talent. It increases your weapon damage by 25%, obviously taking damage debuffs you for 3 seconds. One of the best pieces or named pieces you can get your hands on, so do look out for this backpack if you don't have it. Providence defense gloves rolled all the same, rolled weapon damage, critical hit chance, and on the chest plate rolled the same, weapon damage, critical hit chance. And I have Spotter. Now, Spotter says amplifies your weapon damage and skill damage by 15% to pulsed enemies. That brings me on to my next piece, which is the Gillagard Mask, guys. So this is the Night Watcher's Mask. It's the named piece for the Gillagard. It has 100% scanner pulse haste. Now, the scanner pulse haste brings it back, as it says, 100% quicker. It isn't 100%, it's like half the time, basically, of it coming back. It is a very rare piece to find, guys. As you can see, I optimized the critical hit damage that I got rolled on it at the start of it, and I have re-rolled off the armor for weapon damage. This is the key to the build, guys. Don't worry too much if you have the same mask and you have armor rolled on it. It does work just as well with the armor rolled on it, just a little bit more tanky instead of hitting as hard with your weapon. But do let me know if you do have a red rolled Night Watcher's Mask. In my opinion, one of the rarest pieces to find in the game. That brings me on to the holster. Grupo Sombra holster, guys, gives you 15% more critical hit damage. As you can see, my holster is rolled critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and weapon damage. And then that brings me on to the knees. Fenris knees for the 10% assault rifle. Again, all rolled for weapon, critical hit damage, and critical hit chance, which makes my numbers very, very high. Bringing me back to the Carbine 7 very quickly, I have Spotter on the chest plate. I also have In Sync on my gun. So, hitting an enemy grants you 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using a skill or damaging an enemy with a skill grants you weapon damage for 5 seconds. And then double damage basically for both. So if you pulse and you're shooting your enemy at the same time, that's 30% weapon damage you are providing with the In Sync talent. It's then another 15% from your Spotter on your chest plate, and then another 25% from your backpack. It's a really hard-hitting assault rifle build, this, guys, and as you can see by my stats, I am running 60% critical hit chance, 188 critical hit damage, 90% headshot damage. It's a very, very useful and hard-hitting assault rifle build. So that's the build explained, guys. Like I said, I will leave a little bit of footage just to show you the numbers that it will hit for, and you can estimate that from your assault rifle build. Let me know your advice or your feedback. If you're not going to use the Carbine 7, what assault rifle do you guys use? If you're not going to use these pieces, let me know what you would use, and leave your feedback in general. So Thank you very much for watching, guys. I will leave a link to the end of the video to my original assault rifle build, which is near enough the same, but it does have armor on the Gillagard piece, so it's not as bad to have armor. I will just show you on that footage at the link at the end that it does still work. So, as I said, guys, thank you very much for your support. Continue to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you drop that like button before you leave, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye for now. It's been Daniel as 1989. Love you. Bye.